From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
Thanks for joining us this morning. It's Tuesday, October 17th.
Let's get started.
He's coming here at a critical moment for Israel.
A critical moment and a pivotal visit. President Joe Biden making a wartime trip to Israel. Can U.S. force free hostages and bring peace? We're live.
This is not only about me. This is about the future of my people.
Called to duty, an Israeli grad student leaving the Bay Area to defend his country.
We never know what's going to happen in an earthquake.
You never know, but you can be prepared. What Loma Prieta taught Bay Area communities about helping themselves and others in advance of the next big shake.
It's a cat and mouse game. What's
real and what's fake? Will tech-detecting artificial intelligence bring products you trust?
Take mommy and daddy's money somewhere else. Dork.
And Trevor May hangs up his cleats, but not before stomping out a strong message for A's owner John Fisher on his way out.
You gotta love you starting your morning off with a sports star calling a rich person a dork. Good morning, everybody. I'm Reed Cowan.
And I'm Nicole Zalimis. It's refreshing, though. I mean, he's on his way out, and he's like, I'm just going to say how I feel, and he really didn't hold back, did he?
It's like when you leave the job, and you're just like, I'm going to take the stapler, and this is mine. It's that moment right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out.
So if you ever announce your retirement, I'm going to glue my stapler to the desk.
I don't know why I picked the stapler, but yes, the stapler.
Like, where did the chair go?
And why would you just take the stapler? There's so many better things to grab, Gianna.
I know, but we're always looking for one, right?
Gianna, the stapler stealer.
Now you know where they all are. They're at my desk.
That's the depth of her criminal mind. She will steal your stapler.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, hey guys, let's take a quick look at what's going on outside this morning because we are a lot warmer than we were at yesterday. Starting off into the Santa Clara Valley, we have a blanket of clouds literally acting like a blanket. Temperatures are a little bit warmer today than they were yesterday when we had some clear skies. 50s in the forecast for us, anywhere from Los Gatos all the way up into Redwood City, 60s in areas like Fremont up in Oakland, and upper 50s in areas like Half Moon Bay into the heart of San Francisco as we wake up this morning. A very similar trend up into the North Bay too. But here's the thing, we have a big warm up right around the corner as we head into this week. It's going to feel a lot different within the next couple days, to the point where you're probably going to be talking about it heading into work just into Thursday's forecast. Here's what we're looking at today, though. Those cloudy skies still kind of fill in the Bay Area. We'll see some windier conditions into this afternoon. Wind speeds anywhere up to around 25 miles per hour near San Francisco, just around dinner time tonight. But other than that, this is the big weather story right here. High pressure building another heat dome as we head into the next couple days. And to be honest with you, this is very similar to earlier this month during Fleet Week when we had that major heat wave sweep its way in too. Sunny skies, hot conditions. It's going to be a very warm one for us as we head into Thursday's forecast. Daytime highs off into those inland areas, anywhere up to around the 90s actually, in pockets like San Ramon, down into Pleasanton, a similar setup into Newark too. But is that going to be record breaking? It really depends on where you live. I mean, in areas like San Jose, we're going to get pretty close to record breaking numbers, potentially even passing it as early as Thursday afternoon. But I'll show you what's going on today and tomorrow before we head into Thursday, coming up in your first alert forecast. For now, I'm going to send it over to you, G.
All right, Jessica, thank you. Look at all this fog hovering over some of our Bay Area bridges. Live look here at the Golden Gate, and it's looking pretty soupy out there this morning. Even more fog settling in as you head from that 101 Sausalito area. So just keep that in mind as you hit the roadways this morning, and it might make the roadways a little slick through there. I have some fog coming in on Highway 1 and 280 this morning. Bay Bridge Toll Plaza, look at that, foggy there as well. So definitely give a lot of space between you and the car in front of you as you come up on those brake lights pretty quickly at the toll plaza.
Week 2 as Israel is at war with Hamas, and once again Israel's retaliation against terror. The images you see there behind me are where Palestinians report intense bombardments in Gaza. New this morning, President Joe Biden making a historic wartime visit to that area. The president this morning has two goals. One, to express support for Israel, but two, and more tricky, the push for humanitarian aid into the Gaza communities that Israeli forces are ready to invade by ground after weeks of bombs took out buildings and infrastructure. The United Nations reporting this morning more than 1 million people in that area fled their homes. It's why we're seeing Palestinian families amassing on Gaza's border with Egypt unable to cross. The president of the European Commission reminding the world Palestinians are vulnerable to the people in power on their side of the line, and that's terror group Hamas.
Palestinians in Gaza are in need of humanitarian help and aid. They cannot pay the price of Hamas barbarism.
Well, this war is causing tensions in other parts of the region. Fighting intensifying this morning around Israel's border with Lebanon against Iran-backed Hezbollah. President Biden was warned many days ago that this could happen, and he's telling all of us to be aware that other outside actors are looking to take advantage of the conflict and to be vigilant. A warning he plans to repeat when he arrives in Israel this morning, Nicole.
Well, closer to home, about a week ago, we met a 26-year-old Israeli grad student here in the Bay Area. He was on a 2-week exchange program studying the Middle East when Hamas attacked Israel. And his reality couldn't be more different now. He is back in Israel as an IDF reservist called to duty. Our Betty Yu talked to him.
Do you have a vest on?
No, I have my weapon on. I have a safe place right a few meters from me. So if there's a rocket launched at us, we make sure to go to a safe place. This means we have to sleep with our shoes on, with our uniform on.
Yuval Appelboim is a 26-year-old IDF combat officer being called to war for the first time. He hugged his parents and his nephew goodbye before he went to the base in northern Israel. During his short and first ever trip to the Bay Area, he checked out landmarks in San Francisco before things took a dark turn in his homeland. I met the Israeli exchange student and peace activist exactly a week ago. Yuval, who's Jewish, joined the pro-Israel rally at City Hall.
Where do you get your strength from?
Most of my strength is coming from my family and from my friends.
His friends have also returned home from abroad to join the fight. Israel has called up more than 360,000 reservists to active duty after the Hamas attack. It's one of the largest mobilizations in the country's history.
Are you scared?
Of course, I don't want to die. Of course, I would rather keep on my life, and I don't want to be scratched mentally. I don't want to be hurt physically. But I know this is not only about me. This is about the future of my people. This is about the future of democracy here in the Middle East. We're the only democracy, and we want to keep it this way. And we want to extend this freedom also to the Palestinians. We want the people in Gaza to live a better life. A better life cannot be lived with a terrorist organization like Hamas.
Yuval said his unit is also focused on slowing Hezbollah's momentum from the north.
I know the morale is really high for the soldiers. They know they're doing the right thing. They know this is our time to take down this terror organization, to get to every terrorist who kidnapped a child. We'll do everything we can to minimize the civilian casualties. Me as a student, I want to travel. I wish I could be in San Francisco right now, but unfortunately I'm here. I really don't want to hurt anybody, but I will do anything necessary to prevent these atrocities from happening again.
And we will continue to follow the latest developments out of the Middle East on air, streaming on CBS News Bay Area and online at KPIX.com.